and welcome to Carnivore Tales. I thank you for tuning in. I've been a little late getting this video out because for some reason the computer did an update and my camera just stopped loading in OBS. So I literally tried to get my camera to work the last couple days. I only have one here. My spare is back up in Pennsylvania still. So I might have to collect that at a later date. Kind of disappointing, but I am very sorry about that. So I'm going to give you an update of what happened so far this week. This is Thursday, so I'm not counting today. So basically Tuesday and Wednesday is what I failed to cover, and I kind of feel bad about that. I've been trying to get it out. But OBS and Razer Kio, I have no idea what happened. I literally tried every method they told me. It wasn't until I uninstalled the drivers and reinstalled it that it finally worked. But that's computer jargon nobody wants to hear. So anyway, everybody wants to know how the diet's going. I'm still following it. Still doing pretty well. There's no problems in terms of that. I'm still feeling a little lightheaded, dizzy. I'm not necessarily in a case where I want to work out, but for the first time, I'm actually not as dehydrated. I managed to kind of wake up decently. I mean, you can always tell when you go to the bathroom. You can tell the color of your urine, what you want it to be. You want it to kind of be like a little light yellow. And you don't want it to be clear, but at the same time you don't want it to be dark. Dark means dehydration. White means it might be working your kidneys too hard. And that's something I've learned a little bit over the time. But either way, my hydration's finally better. I've been adding salt to my water, so that's actually helped quite a bit. In the end, I mean, I still haven't had exactly the best of diets, but we had that taco meat that happened on Sunday. So for a couple of days, I actually just ate the remaining taco meat. There was a lot prepared and everything like that, but I didn't use any more carbs or anything like that. I just added a little bit of hot sauce to spice it up a bit, and I added about 3 or 4 eggs. So literally 2 meals was exactly that. So there was nothing fancy there. So I wouldn't worry too much about that in that sense. And then last night was probably the worst night because I couldn't have dinner at a normal time. I ended up working overtime, which is another reason why it took me so long to get the camera working. I managed to get it working, but I had to go back to bed so I could be up in the morning. But once I got the camera working, I was like, I'm going to record as soon as I have a chance today. That was my ultimate goal. So here I am. Anyway, I actually stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings and I got myself some original style buffalo wings. I really didn't have time to cook at home or anything like that. I kind of just ate on the run. I drive a lot at my job, so I never know if I'm going to be one place or another, so I just ordered it to pick up the food and grab some like wet wipes and things like that to keep my face all clean and wait for the next job, which you know it happens. But it's okay. I actually don't mind this job. It's actually so much easier than the old job I used to work, and I think that's great. The only problem is if you're sitting in a car too long, your back starts to kind of hurt, you know? You don't want to sit down, or you kind of just want to stretch and move, and I have to admit I'm feeling that sometimes. All in all, though, it wasn't too bad. So, normally I would try to come up with a topic to talk about. And I have to admit, there's not much I can really add except some of my plans in person. But I want to talk about, like, you know, more of the diet and how I've been feeling. And like I said, the dizziness is still there. I'm still kind of get lightheaded from doing a little bit of exercise and things of that nature. I will not deny that at least the dehydration's gone, so I might be able to get over the lightheadedness soon. But we'll see. I plan on having my meal to be burger and kind of go from there tonight. We'll see what happens. But normally I do Thursday the following day, so you know I'm always like one day behind, so forgive me on that one. But I am falling a little bit behind on these videos, and I really wanted to get it out sooner. But I'm glad I got my camera working finally. I I always have technical issues when I don't want it. And the thing is with this camera is I swap it between computers, and I think that's probably what killed it. I don't quote me on it, but you know, I have one computer that I do my streaming on, and then this computer is my actual desktop. I don't have two cameras. I just got one that I just plug in from one to the other. So anyway, that's that. But either way, so to get down with the diet, I do want to get back to working out again. I want to strengthen my knees because I was talking about doing tennis later this year. And I know if I don't work on my knees, I'm going to just end up hurting myself. That's just in general. I can already tell, like, if I move really swiftly, my knees might not be able to take it. So this is the actual problem I have right now. Although I can still do a leg press pretty good, that's not the type of workout I need on my knees to be able to run. So, I mean, it's a little bit better than it was when I left work, my old job, so that's a good sign. It just means I got to rebuild my muscle around it. And I think with just eating the meat diet, that'll be pretty easy once I get going. But I'm still trying to get over this dizziness. I'm starting to eat a little bit more during the day. I had a little bit of bologna. I know that's not the best thing in the world, but some people said they started with just hot dogs and bologna. So I actually picked up bologna, found the one that had no sugar, no carbs. A lot of them had sugar, added sugar. I was actually a little surprised. But anyway, I looked. I tried to find it. I figured that would be a good like staple in the morning. That as well as like hard-boiled eggs. I just wanted something to eat during the day to make sure this didn't happen again. And I hope my dizziness will eventually go. So I'm not necessarily hungry during the day, but at the same time, I know eating a little bit might actually help the dizziness. So I'm going to try to make an effort to eat a little bit during the day now as well. All in all, though, I do feel like I have a lot of energy, except I really crashed last night after working. Like, I was so tired when I got home, and I don't know if it was just because I was on the road for over 3 hours, or I don't know. But I was just really tired, and I wanted to pass out, and that's exactly what happened. So, I got around to doing that, too. Still, I do want to thank everybody for leaving comments. I try to reply to them as soon as I can, usually the following day. I always leave my video up. I want to start making daily videos again. Like I said, the camera issue just kind of popped up, and it was like, come on, why can't it work? I hate that, you know? But even then, I'm going to be streaming again tonight. So, I mean, if you like scary games or something like that, I'll probably be playing Phasmophobia or something. So you're welcome to join the Twitch channel, which is linked down below. But again, that's completely separate. That's not Carnivore, what everybody's here for. So it's all up to you. Either way, thank you for coming. This is going to be a shorter video than normal. Tomorrow is going to go back on schedule. And then we'll just kind of go from there. So thank you all for coming. And yeah, that's it. Computer troubles. I will always have them. And they will never go away. Bye.